Being a Christian as a teen is hard. Being a Christian in general is really hard. So here's some advice that I've learned and that truly impacted my work with Christ. So the first one is that you can't do it yourself. I've always have this thought that I can be successful in life and be content externally as well as internally without knowing God or having a relationship with Him, because there's so many people on the internet that succeeded their life without knowing God or at least having a true relationship with Him. So the reality is that we don't know what is fake or what is real. Maybe they have a secret relationship with God that they don't want to disclose to the public, or they just don't feel happy internally. Personally, I've tried so many times to move away from God and try my own way, make my own choices, but it just keep failing and failing and failing because I always feel so empty and incomplete. It's like there's still this cup that needs to be filled by the love of God. So to sum up is that don't rely on your strength but on God's alone. The second thing is seek God first. So if you don't know me, for context, I am a high school student, so I'm entering my last year of high school next year. So I'm a senior now, and I will be entering university soon, and I still don't know my major, like why I want to major in, because I don't have this strong interest in any field. So I'm kind of worrying a lot and like crying about it because I'm just scared of choosing the wrong major. But instead of having time to worry, just seek God first. Go sit down with Him. Create this internet, like, intimate relationship with Him, because there's this verse on in the Bible, Matthew 6:39-33, and it says that do not worry, seek God first. And this is so helpful if you are keep worrying and you have a big decision to make any soon. Just the solution is don't worry. Just go sit down with Him, fast, pray, just be in His presence, and I'm sure it will be really revealed to you. The third one is be honest in your prayers. This is a new perspective that I've learned from another person, and she said that instead of just saying thank you to God or even like protect me because I'm going somewhere, which is nice, but you are not necessarily having this communication with God. You are not necessarily using prayer as a communication with your Father. So just the solution is just be honest. Just say how are you feeling, like really. Why am I mad? Why am I happy? How do I feel really? I am content because I'm happy, because I don't understand this, because this makes prayer so much better and a thing to look forward to each day. The next one is that your job is not to save, and I've always have this mindset that okay, I'm the one that God have chosen to save my family, so I must do that. I must like guide them towards God and save them in order to go to heaven. Our job is to be faithful, obey to God, and just pray for them. Your job is not to save them because you are just creating this burden on your shoulder that you have to save them. But this is not really a job. And I was so relaxed when I've learned this because I have. Okay. The next one is be a non denominational Christian. Okay, I'm Catholic, and if you're Catholic, you know that there's a for me there's a bunch of things that just don't make sense and that are not supported by the Bible and God. You know, supporting like doing the rosary or like praying to dead people like Mary, and that makes you want to really focus on the rules, the ritual of the system Catholicism, and prevent you from having this intimate relationship with God. So I kind of stopped that because that is so not supported by the Bible. So being a non-denominational Christian really helped me with my work with Christ. And the last one is don't let fear control your life. I know that it is a no-brainer, but there's sometimes in your life that you don't even realize that fear is actually controlling your life. For example, I had this fear of talking about God on my social media because I had this mindset that if I could talk about God on my social media, well, I'm being too restrictive, and that will prevent me from having millions of followers, which is quite not a. And I've also had this fear of talking aloud or even pulling the cord in the bus. This is not normal. The devil is literally controlling your life. He's thinking that this thing, this habit is normal, but it's not normal. Fear does not come from God, it comes from the devil. So just having this control onto your life is not good. So you need to pray about it, ask God for strength so you can combat, fight against that, because you can miss out on many opportunities if you are shy. And this is really, really not good, especially for me. So that's it. I hope that there are some advice that will help you with your work with Christ. Bye.